Okay, my network is fluctuating, but I just hope it's stable. Okay, so we really got the fact that you joined, and it's not taken for granted. Okay, guys, so let's just wait for a few people to join, then we'll begin to thank them. I don't know, but being real here, like today's session, I really want to. I'll use it as a medium of what's it called? It's not it's medium of exchange of I don't just do, but more like interactive sexual stream, and maybe we'll get to ask, and maybe they'll get to ask us, and then we'll get to answer everything. So just more like going to be interactive, and I'm more like the more what's it called, the main goal is just to or like appreciation. We just hit 90 subscribers, and what more like this is good, and we feel like we should what's it called really thank our subscribers and maybe our audience as well, because it's not easy. All their effort is really recorded and is not taken for granted. Have you seen this? Oh, it's what it's. All right, so let's just wait for some people to join. Hmm. Okay. Let me just clean my eyes. Count of five. I don't know, but hmm. Anyways, let's just wait for some people to join. Okay. Who is there? 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 Show your face. Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Oh, we're just starting. We just started. Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Me, FIFA. God, that big. Okay, guys. So we're waiting for our audience, our viewers, our students to join, so as to kickstart the program. Which program? Hosting the program? Yes, an appreciation section stream. Yes, appreciation section stream. Appreciation session stream. So. Oh. Does. I carry it. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. Okay, guys, so we're going to just stay for a duration of some time, then wait for few people to join. Then we'll get to the fruits, or we'll get to the point of the appreciation, or we'll kickstart the appreciation. Okay. Who is there? Okay, guys. Someone just joined. Hi. Greetings. Please, what's your name? Please, I have left. Oh, Jesus. Who is there? Alright, guys. So I will say that more like it's what's it called? It's not like tutorial session stream, but more like thanksgiving. What's it called? Our audience, our viewers, and our returning. Everybody will more like thanking you. Today is more like we let's say Thanksgiving section. I don't know, but we're not really teaching. Just like we have something here. Who is in this? Is blur. So I was just like I'm really going to or redo it. This thing is blur. Is looking rough. It's not really making sense right now. I was just trying to what's it called? I was just trying to craft out something that says, okay, I really have it here. Thank you for your support. And I said today, we don't feel like choosing, and we just hit 90 subscribers, and we said we thought of it. We said it really makes sense that we get to appreciate our audience. Do you get? So that's why we're hosting. And if you watch, this is not our normal streaming time, so we're more like using this medium to really thanks everybody for their support, for them actively participating, and for every support. I just know how to put that, but you have really got that, and I really appreciate every single person here and people that are still going to be joining. That is what today's section is made for, and I would really love to hear from you. So I don't know if you're already here. Maybe you just kind of just what's it called again? Is it thumbs up? Yeah, it's thumbs up. Just be like, hmm, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. As I said, we're not teaching today. Is not tutorial. We're more like I don't really like this. It's not looking good. So, and I was trying to write. Thanks you everybody for the support. I will see this. So that is what I was actually trying to do here, and it gets raw. So I just have to take it up like that, so that people will really see that that is actually what I was just trying to do. I see. So I was equally trying to write. Thank you for your support, and I said when I was checking, it dawned on me that we just hit 90 subscribers, and it's really not easy. Like we cannot just do it alone. That's just the fact and factual. Like we cannot just do it alone. I will be like, let's really use this medium. Not every sexual stream. Life after school. Did you get? So we just want to really thanks our supporters. One, viewers. Two, what's it called? Engagers. Let's engagers. Yes, people that are actively participating. I mean, people that are commenting, sharing, and maybe asking questions. Yes, because we have some audience here that are actively participating. So we were giving them. I don't just know. So this live stream section is just mainly for them, and we're more like say thank you. I don't know, bro. That's it. I'm just looking for a way to express it. And I said, I'm really going to redo this thing because and maybe I'll do it in a more appropriate way because this thing is really looking rough and it's not really making sense. I don't know. It's not really making sense. Can you see anything? It's not really making sense. I'll just okay, this is 90. Do you get? I said this is 90 and what say I said I was just trying to I don't know whether it's even upside. I was just trying to write thank you for your support. Then what's the key? 90 subscribers. Okay, thank you for your support for 90 subscribers. Let's make it 100. So it's actually what I was just trying to put down here. I don't know, 90 subscribers and all of those stuff. So it was rough. Really, it was rough. And I didn't want to use it maybe create a thumbnail for that. I just decided to just use my face. So that's it. And I said or more like appreciation you guys. It's not really you more like using this medium to say thank you, thank you. You don't even know how to do it. Okay, we'll buy cookies. I don't know how many people want to eat cookies. Let's not buy you. Just point, just what's it called? So give us the side in our next live stream section. We'll make cookies available. I'm being real. Who wants to eat cookies in the next live stream section? Because I just know, okay, so that you people really get it, like it's just more like an appreciation. So let's use cookies to only or make the appreciation look real because everything we're doing here is real. We're not fake. I've seen, and we said this session stream is more like appreciation live stream section, and we're not really going to be teaching. And we said again, or we're more like going to be really be happy and to ask questions, and maybe if you ask us, we'll also answer, and maybe we can give you feedback here and now. Yeah, greetings. Thanks for actively participating. We have regards that I'm just being silly. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing you. Thanks for okay. Hi yourself. Hi. Thanks for participating. Okay, so I said today's section were more like thanking every single body for the support so far. And I said the essence of this live stream session is because we just hit 90 subscribers. I don't just know it's not easy. That just it is not easy. So I don't know people that have thousands of subscribers, but maybe it's easy for them. You know, growth is one thing that is growth is something that they said it takes process. And again, people say that you cannot be process. So that's actually factual. That's it. And when something okay, and they said again, if you're building something big, or it's really going to take time. So what you really need to do is to enjoy the process. So I'm not going to be like because I've not made 1,000 subscribers, then I will not be like thanking because it's called milestones. You get, and milestones is things that you're probably going to be undergoing before you get to the main goal. I've seen so. I'm really on that note, on that perspective, on that quote. I've seen it. So I feel is necessary, really necessary, and is important. It's really important because if it's not important, I won't be thanking you guys. So it's really important, as I mentioned, and for that sake, that is what will be like. Really thanks for the support so far. I don't know, but that's it. So you can ask questions. We'll be happy to answer. And I don't know, should we ask you a question? I don't know, anything. Maybe if you're not been understanding our section so far, because I said we'll be making a lot of section stream. Do you get? We'll be making a lot of session stream, and it's really it's really impactful, as I mentioned earlier, and we're really helping students navigate because it's more like information. Do you get? And information, they said, is power. So we're more like impacting students in a positive way. Do you get? And idea, they said, when you know better, you live better, and we're probably making them, bringing it to their view and letting them see the real reality, and it's more like making them know better so that they can as well live better. So it's more like impacting them academically, I don't know, career wise or anything, but the real fact there is like we're really making impact, and the impact is more like future one because this is their life. And if we're really talking about students that is still in school outside that have graduated and about their future, all these things is just more like telling them. And they said, oh, it's just like when a life is ruined, a future has been destroyed, and this is a precious one. Just, they said, life, I don't just know, life is very, very precious. So this is more like a young person's of life, and all of those. So will be much grateful and happy, and what's it called, to really impact and to really make them really navigate the process, because outside there, they said, is very real. I don't know, there is two different types of reality. They have reality, and then they have reality. So the mere reality, that's the one I'm emphasizing on. And it said that it's always come after school. After school, I mean, I think you should just relate with me. Or when I mean after school, I think I'm really pointing towards or graduated students. I mean tertiary institution, that's university. When they are out, he said that there is this I don't know, there is this everything shock, and or everything like there is this heavy thing. But it's safe to say there is this heavy thing that comes upon them. There is this heavy thing that they get to face. So it's more like heavy, and it's more like an inevitable one. So what our stream sections we have been doing so far is trying to point towards is that saying that university, okay, just like, okay, the brutal truth about university. Are you ready, guys? So it's what is really pointing towards, and we are making them like, it's just like when their face is like this, they were trying to push their face up. Do you get? To really see that reality up there, and to really make preparations. And in regards to that, we're impacting them by so, and we're making them, what's it called, jump the loopholes that probably they may not be able to dodge. And by doing that, by informing them, information, they said, this power. And them, it's just like when you know better, you do better, and they are probably going to get informed so that they will not be disformed, everything. So we're really impacting in our own little way. And that is why we still said, let's use this medium to make an immense appreciation. And for the support so far is not undermined, is not taken for granted. It's what okay, it's more like it's a process. So we also, is growth, is a process. We're not going to fight it. So that is it. And and most of our students are not even here, most of our viewers. So but it's fine, it's not bad, it's not bad anyways, it's not bad. So I appreciate the fact you're here. And I said I'm going to script this stuff. It's really looking rough. And it's just look at, it's not making sense. I was just trying to write when it gets done. So I understand. It's most times is I don't know. I don't It's things that are flying that caused it. Let's just put it that way. And I do not blame it too. Like, I'm being real. I do not blame it too. I was like, okay, maybe I will create another one. Maybe when we hit 100 subscribers, then I'm going to do what's it called, a more professional one. I'll be like, what do you have here? What do you have here? I'll just be like 100. I don't know. I'll just be like 100 subscribers. You get so. Uh, I guess that's what I'm going to be doing next. And maybe, as I said, this is just the stream session for today. We're streaming every day, but every day, all this while we're streaming, we're already teaching. As I said, live after school, are you ready? So every session is really pointing towards that. So today's live stream section is just this one, and it's more like appreciation one. You get, because you just want like people needs to be appreciated, and maybe on their little effort, and it's prompt or it triggers more. Do you get? So we're not really taking the effort for granted, and we're not really undermining it. So we're more like grateful, and we're more like telling them thank you, and we're more like telling them we can do more. I don't know, but that's it. Okay for that, but that's it. So okay guys, so that's it. So that's it. So that's all. My god, I'm being silly, but anything for our audience, it's fine. Maybe, I don't know, I'm being silly. This is not my, okay, let's say this is not my real life. I don't know. But most times, okay, we're not always like this. Let me put it that way. We're not always like this. We're we've really changed, yes. And what really changed us is our audience and our stream section, and it's more like to say it's a positive one. So we're not regretting it, not in any way. And we really regard the fact that all it's more like our audience made us to change. Do you get? Like, they really prompt, or let's just say they cost, I just know, like they create an environment for the change. Yes, because when you're already teaching, and there is this feeling, and there is this, what's it called, I don't know, like there is this positioning of hearts, and there is this upgrading as well. And I said we have not been always like this. I don't just know I'm speaking, or let's just say we have not been like this for all this while, and we were more like say thank you, because it's them that prompt it at first by we okay, we were inspired to, and they prompted it, or they backed it up. What I mean by they backed it up is just like we started it, and they supported. Have you seen it? So, and it's more like they actually backed it up, and were more like, and they actually determine if we progress. Have you seen? So it's more like they are the drivers, they are the train drivers. So they are more like riding the train, so they decide if it continues and if it dies. So have you seen it? So they decide if it continues and or if it dies. So if it continues, it depends on them, and if it dies as well, it depends on them. So or and from the look so far, it has been continuing. I don't just know, but from the look so far, it has been really pushing, and it's more like progressive one. I've seen it. So, and it's more like actively participating. Okay, so I'll just love it's okay. Now let's just let me tell you my dream. I don't just know, is it I don't know if it's a big dream. I don't know. Okay, just like people be like dream big, don't over dream big. Dream big, don't over dream big. Me, I'm both dreaming big, and I'm both over dreaming big, and again I'm both extra over dreaming big. So for that, it gets to a point, or it will really get to a point where we'll be having to teach thousands of students from different locations, from different countries, and we're going to be like we're going to be hosting the live stream section here on YouTube. And that's, so we're going to use a broader, or what's it called, a broader equipment, I mean, maybe cost here, or more like using mobile. So we're going to be using a kind of big system, or let's just say we're going to be using more like a big advanced, I don't know, but it's more like going to be a suitable one for it. And as I said, it gets to a point where we're probably going to be teaching thousands of students, and we're really going to be impacting life. So that is the goal, that is the vision. I just know that is the insight. And who is messaging me? Who is that? Uzbechi. Take your time. I'm talking here. Don't interrupts me. Okay, let me continue. Leave. I was sent a message. So it's not important. It's not important that I'm here telling you my goal. Okay, I said it is probably going to get to a point where we'll be loving and where we're going to be teaching the thousands of students. We're going to be teaching thousands of students, and it gets to as well a point because it's growth and it's a progressive one and is more like continuously and is actually growing. So everything there is just progressive, and we said right now we're using mobile and it's not bad. We're really thankful and as well expecting more growth. So that's why I said some people said dream big, some people said dream big but don't over dream big. And me, I'm saying dream big, oh, over dream big, extra over dream big. I don't know, because that's what they want. That's just the one I'm doing. I'm dreaming big. I'm extra dreaming big. I'm still over dreaming big. So on that note, I said it gets to a point because now we're more like teaching, what's it called, few audience, and it's not bad. I said I really appreciate the fact, and then you people are the more like you people are the rider. You guys decide if it continues by supporting, and you guys decide if it dies by neglecting or ignoring. So it's really dependent. I don't know, is it dependent? Yeah, it's really you guys decide what happens. So and I'm saying so far it's more like a progressive one. So you guys are probably supportive and probably more like actively participating. So I'm really grateful for that, and that's at first that's why I'm hosting this by for that, to really thanks the audience. And but maybe it's because of the time I'm streaming, because we don't have much audience here, but that's fine, it's not a problem. And I said okay, for the dreaming big and over dreaming big, I was saying it's going to get to a point, yes, and when it gets to that point I'm going to repost this stream section. I'm going to post it again and again, and maybe to as well encourage people, because it is what people are really neglecting. People don't people, okay, just like people don't want progress, what's it called, process. And it said that you cannot be process is a continuous one, progress, or let us so okay now success is a continuous one. And most times it drains you down. It gets exhausted. It gets to a point you're probably going to be exhausted. It gets to a point you're going to be tired. It gets to a point you're going to be like, this is not working. And what really keeps you going at that moment is more like, I don't know, this is beyond motivation. I don't just know. So I'm really diverting to another thing. I'm just starting to teach you guys psychology. That's what I'm doing now. And I'm saying on that note, this is more than motivation. Because if we're even to talk about motivation is just like it's just like a kind of words maybe someone said, or maybe you watched a particular thing and you were motivated, and it's just more like what gets into your mind or heart, like it triggers something. So that's more like motivation, and maybe you're going to act upon that. And we said it's not enough in the matter of success, in the matter of pursuing goal. If you ride only on motivation, it gets to a point you're going to be stuck, and on that at that stage you're going to be like nothing is working again. So what really continue, or let's say what keeps you driving, is what's it called, okay, I get it now, it just flashed to my memory. It's called discipline. So discipline keeps you going even when motivation is faded out, because it that's what a word. Okay, now just imagine when I'm doing this and someone just be like in this live session, and someone just be like, do this, do this, do this. I'll be like, whoa, this is making sense. I'm motivated. I can just get into that stuff or buy the idea. I've seen, but it gets to a point, if I'm not well disciplined on that, it gets to a point I'm going to stop. So this is just a typical example of how motivation work. And this is beyond motivation from what I'm saying. And it's just more like innate ability, something that is really driving you inside. So it's just beyond words that you're hearing, and just beyond things that you're seeing. Do you get? So I said it's going to get to a point, and I'm really going to repost this video. Then, when we're going to start teaching, at first, hundreds, let me just put it down, hundreds of students from different locations, thousands of students from different locations, millions. That's what I'm saying. I'm being real. I'm being real. millions of students from different locations. So that is why I said I'm both dreaming big. That's why I mentioned I'm both dreaming big and both over dreaming big. I'm both extra over dreaming big. So it's not bad. So any dream that you can just dream so far. And they said it's not that's how they said it too. It's not me that said it. They said if your dream does not scare you, that means it's small. So my own has to be scary to be a real dream. Have you seen? So it's probably going to be scary, which is us as well, a scaring one. So it's scary, so that is why it's a dream. So if it's not scary, it's not making sense now. If it's not scary, it's not making sense. So I said it's going to get to a point we're going to teach thousands, at first hundreds of students, thousands of students, millions of students. After millions, what next? Billions. God, I'm being real. I'm being real. I don't know, but I'm being so real here. I'm just being direct. And I said it gets to a point we're going to start seeing millions and billions of students. Then after billions, what next? Is it millions? Is it millions? After billions, what's the next number? So I'm being real. I'm being real. Like I've forgotten. I said 100,000 millions and billions. After billions, what's the next number? Is it billions or Lilion? I don't know. It gets okay, okay. Just like this one of my guy, small thing. Or let's just say most times you'll be like co-ed. I don't know. Is it after million, after billion co-ed? If you should tell me, so that I will not make mistake tomorrow. Let me not tell them it's after me after billion is co-ed. Make the look pursue me. Okay, I'm just being direct. As I said, it's more like a dream and a target. Do you get? And what we're really expecting and what we're really working towards. And if you're also expecting such, or if you're also having such goal or targets, it's more like you're going to more okay. You're going to write on discipline. That is just what I can suggest, and that is as well what is keeping me and maybe what I'm still trying to fix myself to more. Do you get? So it's just more like discipline and it's just more like the way out. Have you seen? So that is it, and it's just more like how just more like the bailout from maybe procrastination and maybe or you really procrastinating. So it's just more like the bailout on all of those things, discipline. And if you're probably going to be achieving all these goals, I said motivation is not going to be enough, and I said it's possible to actually ride on motivation, but it's going to it's going to fade away. It's going to it gets to a point it's going to be faded out, and maybe what keeps you going is discipline, because that is more like consistency and that's more like a routine. Actually, so that's it. And I already said a lot already. That's it all. We're just hoping on God. We're hoping on God. Our utmost, I don't know. God has been all. Like it's always has been God. So that's it, and that's what I'll say last. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys joined, because I'm more like getting off now. And we did not teach today, but somehow we did small lecturing on motivation and what's it called and discipline, and the one that that actually works, and the one that we really hope in achieving goal, because actually so we have goals, we have targets, and we as well share a bit of it to you, particularly in maybe you also have such goal. And maybe we just made a point on how you can equally get your own target, because it's just more like a milestones, because you cannot just it's just like stop. You cannot just fly to the end of the stop. You're probably going to start, and it's more like getting started. That's what I forgot to say. It's more like getting started.